I guess so.
Hey, everybody!
What's up?
So, Sean, normally when we do these bad movies, like, some of them have a sense of where they're going, or some are just like, what the fuck did I just watch? I don't think you've shown me something that has gone so many different goddamn directions in an hour and a fucking half, and I just don't know what the fuck. Like, The Room is one of those where it's just an hour and a half of bad, but it's hilarious. And so was like Double Down and all these other movies.
I would argue that this was fun.
This was. I did not know what the fuck was going on.
Okay.
The entire time.
Well, why don't you tell people what we watched?
I don't even remember the name.
It's called Your Hunter from the Future.
Your Hunter from the Future. There you go.
Starring the always a blast to watch Reb Brown. One of the biggest unsung action heroes of the 1980s.
Unsung because all those action movies were terrible?
No worse than some of what Schwarzenegger and Stallone were putting out.
It's just...
And seriously, he starred in a couple with Frank Stallone at the very least, and I love me some Frank Stallone. But this was your first experience to Reb Brown. And
I have no idea what the fuck happened the entire time.
Okay, so you're the eponymous Hunter from the Future is a barbarian who comes across a group of people hunting dinosaurs who he helps them fight off one. They eat it, and then they get attacked by purple cavemen, who then proceed to try and take the woman that Reb Brown is in love with, or at least she is in love with him, and tries to, the king of the purple cavemen tries to make her his concubine, I think, is what happens.
Something like
It's been a while, and it's not well explained the first time. But, long story short, Yor ends up using a giant bat that he shoots out of the sky as a hang glider to fly in and kill all the purple cavemen.
But we're only about 40 minutes into the movie at this point.
We are, and this is really where it all takes off.
Yeah.
Everything else is just kind of padding. You see him kind of running around, doing stuff, hunting. It gives you a bit of a setup for what kind of world you're in.
Well, no, it doesn't.
Well, it starts to. It starts to. Because after, what is it, the second group of cavemen that Yor comes across after the purple people?
Girl?
With the girl. He encounters another person with an amulet like his.
Yes, he has an amulet.
He has a special amulet that he never knew what it was about, but he knew it made him, he knew it was special. And then somebody that he finds in another tribe says, yes, I have this same amulet. It means that we are from a very different tribe, from a different place. An island across the sea. And then they get attacked by UFOs. Only, it turns out they're not UFOs. They're spaceships from the island, which it turns out that this is Earth way in the future, to the point where man, or a large point of mankind has regressed back to cavemen. And another part on the island is completely fine. So now you're having learned of this truth, commits his third genocide in as many days.
This man kills a lot of people.
He wipes out 3 whole civilizations, man. Because he wipes out the purple cavemen. He wipes out the cavemen that attack his sort of other wife that he was going to have.
She, like, weirdly died and then, like, gave the amulet
she
to
got
the
shot.
first wife.
I think she got shot, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute or two since we've seen this. We kind of watched it, and now we're doing this a day or so later. And it turns out that Yor is actually from this group of island people, but was taken away sometime during his past.
And they erased his memory for some reason.
And they tried to erase his memory.
His amulet is like a recording of his past life.
Yes. I think. It's kind of hard to follow. This movie is a wonderful mishmash of everything. It wants to be Conan the Barbarian mixed with Star Wars.
Mixed with Highlander.
And I would say it almost succeeds.
Until it just doesn't. The problem is there's no...
It tries to wear way too many hats at the same time.
This should have been like at least 2 movies. And should have spent those other 2 movies telling me what the fuck is going... Like,
how did you not know what was going on?
We jumped into this mysterious guy that kills future dinosaurs and drinks their blood.
Yeah, well,
because drinking blood makes you strong.
Hey, that was a concept that was passed on in Red Dawn. I would rather my heroes drink the blood of a dinosaur, which is easily like 15 people put together, than a deer.
Well, I mean, drinking the blood of this dinosaur served them no purpose because they were immediately wiped out by purple cave people.
Well, again, I'm not gonna try and argue that, but
it's just this should have been like 2 to 3 movies and definitely needed some more explaining. Especially when we take
if there is a fault in this movie, it is that, and it really could use a little bit more explaining.
Because, like, immediately, like, when we're about 2/3 of the way through and we're space aliens now, I'm just kind of left wondering what the fuck.
Yeah. The aliens who become future people kind of comes out of left field, I would say.
Yes.
Because it looks like we're gonna be doing this kind of like a 10,000 BC or whatever.
Yeah.
A really, really old movie with oh god, Raquel Welch.
I know 10,000 BC, but
okay, I didn't know if you knew or not.
Yeah.
I watched some weird stuff. No, the most interesting thing is I got to see your very first introduction to Reb Brown, who is kind of a personal hero of mine because he's in another one of my favorite movies ever, which is Space Mutiny. Which there's a Mystery Science Theater out there. If you've seen that one, you've basically seen the movie because he's really big into doing. Well, he was really big. I don't know what he's been doing recently. He was really big in like the nom-sploitation movies, I think would be the proper genre.
Non-exploitation?
Vietnam exploited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I thought you said non, and I was
no,
like,
nom exploitation, where he basically has to go back into the bush and kill all the people and free the people, and he does that really well. And you give this man a giant machine gun with the world's largest bullet mounts and the ability to scream his lungs out, you will have great movie. Get that man an Italian pretending to be American, and you have yourself a hell of a movie. But he's kind of a personal hero. I got introduced to him in, like I say, with Mystery Science Theater was my first exposure to him. From there, I thought he was just kind of this one-hit guy who was in this really weird sci-fi movie, but it turns out he is in a ton of so wonderfully bad, they're awesome movies, and I was introduced to them through Noah Antweiler, who's Spoonie online, and through his Rebuary retrospective, and I'm so, besides getting introduced to him as a reviewer, I was so happy to learn about this wonderful man who screams at everything in the biggest scream ever. Except, like, way higher pitched.
He did seem like that type.
He is wonderful at that.
I almost think, like, for a second, I really thought I was just watching another bad version of He-Man.
No, you're not. But from there,
Might as well have been.
I was able to see your first introduction to this wonderful action hero who should have been better than what he was.
I still don't know what the fuck was going on the entire time.
Well, that's okay, because you're not supposed to pay attention to that so much. Because if you try and do that, I think your head will explode. Much the way that Yor exploded that island.
Yeah. 3 genocides, baby. And going strong.
3 civilizations destroyed in 90 minutes. What other movie can claim that?
Clash of the Titans. Maybe.
What halfway watchable movie can claim that?
If we're arguing about a watchable movie, Your Hunter from the Future is...
I would say Your Hunter from the Future beats the hell out of that remake of Clash of the Titans. Like, just wholesale knocks it out of the park.
I don't know about all that.
It's way more fun.
You
It's way more fun. It's way more heartfelt. And I think...
Because people tried in the 80s, even though there was mass amounts of cocaine, they were trying on
Pretty much, yeah. They were trying their ass off, damn it.
On cocaine. Like Carrie Fisher, busting her ass at a Star Wars holiday
There you go.
special. With the clan of Wookiees that look like they're from the fucking Pride from the Runaways. They have red cloaks on, and we don't know why.
Marching into the sun.
And it's canon.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Well, that's bad movie night for this time.
This one was kind of short and sweet, but...
It was, but well, that's kind of the movie that we watched. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. If you can find it, I would say absolutely watch Your Hunter from the Future. Jared?
It was so much fun, and like, what the fuckery, I'd say go ahead. I still liked it better than Double Down, Jesus Christ. I still can't wrap my head around that movie.
So go watch Your Hunter from the Future. And next time, I've got something that's a cut above what we usually watch for this.
Okay, I'm slightly scared now. But, I think we might have like a surprise one in here, because we're about to go see Samson too, remember?
Oh, that's right, that's right.
And like, I don't want it to be bad, but it's
gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad, guys. Alright, guys.
Oh man, Yor versus Samson?
Samson was actually
Play us off with the Yor music!
Do we have rights?
Insert it.
Do we have rights to it?
I don't know, I don't care. Nobody knows about the fucking theme song. God damn it, Jared, just put the music in the thing.
It's playing right now, what are you talking about?
I know, right? So good. Seriously though, Yor has an awesome theme song.
Later, guys.
Later.